Hi everyone, Tammy here. Hope everyone is doing well. I am doing great. In the spirit of Halloween, I'm going to talk about ancient origins of Halloween. Halloween's origins date back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. The Celts, who lived 2,000 years ago in an area that now is Ireland, the United Kingdom, and northern France, celebrated their new year on November 1st. This day marked the end of summer and the harvest and the beginning of the dark, cold winter, a time of the year that was often associated with human death. Celts believed that on the night before the new year, the boundaries between worlds of the living and of the dead became blurred. On the night of October 31st, they celebrated Samhain, when it was believed that the ghost of the dead returned to Earth. In addition to causing trouble and damaging crops, Celts thought that presence of the otherworldly spirits made it easier for the Druids or the Celtic priests to make predictions about the future. For a people entirely dependent on a volatile natural world, these prophecies were an important source of comfort and direction during the long dark winter. That is weird, but that's how we all got Halloween. another thing, where the candy came in, to commemorate the events. Druids built huge sacred bonfires where the people gathered to burn crops and animal sacrifices. Wow, to the Celtic deities. During the celebrations, the Celtics wore costumes typically consisting of animal heads and skins and attempted to tell each other fortunes. When the celebration was over, they relit their hearth fires, which they had extinguished earlier that evening from the sacred bonfire, to help protect them during the coming winter. By 43 AD, the Roman Empire had conquered the majority of Celtic territory. In the course of the 400 years that they ruled the Celtic lands, two festivals of Roman origin were combined with the traditional Celtic celebration of Samhain. The first was Feralia, a day in late October when the Romans traditionally commemorated the passing of the dead. The second was a day to honor Pomona, the Roman goddess of fruit and trees. The symbol of Pomona is the apple, and the incorporation of the celebration into Samhain probably explains the traditions of bobbing for apples. And that is the practice today on Halloween. I've never done it. I've never been to a party that they did it, but only seen it on TV. On May 13th, 609 AD, Pope Boniface dedicated the Parthenon in Rome in honor of all Christian martyrs, and the Catholic feast of All Martyrs' Day was established in the Western Church. Pope George III, 731-741, later expanded the festival to include all saints as well as all martyrs, and moved the observance from May 13th to November 1st. By the 19th century, the influence of Christianity had spread into the Celtic lands, where it gradually blended with a supplemented and older Celtic rites. In 1000 AD, the Church would make November 2nd All Souls' Day, a day to honor the dead. It is widely believed today that the Church was attempting to replace the Celtic Festival of the Dead with a related but church-sanctioned holiday. All Souls' Day was celebrated similarly to Samhain, with big bonfires, parades, and dressing up in costumes as saints, angels, and devils. The All Saints' Day celebration was also called All Hallows or All Hallows Mass, from Middle English All Hallowmas, meaning of All Saints. And the night before it, the traditional night of Samhain in the Celtic religion, began to be called All Hallows Eve, and then eventually Halloween. Pretty interesting how Halloween came together. The beginnings were kind of scary. Sacrifices. I mean, they weren't sacrifices for humans, they were sacrifices for animals. But, you know, animals shouldn't be sacrificed either. So, another thing is, I believe it's in Mexico. Mexico has a holiday for Halloween. I'm trying to remember what it is. Give me just a second. I'm thinking. I know what it is. I believe the Day of the Dead. That's what it is. See, I told you I'd figure it out. Thanks to Google. Okay. So, yeah, and the Day of the Dead, I believe, is on Halloween. Don't quote me on it yet. Yeah. I believe that's what it is. The significance of it is prayer and remembrance of friends and family members who have died. Pretty interesting. And it's celebrated throughout Mexico. The central and south regions, and by people of Mexican ancestry living in other places, especially the United States. I just find that interesting. And another thing, Samhain, I don't ever recall hearing it, but I I remember hearing it from, I believe it was the movie Halloween 2. Towards the end, when Dr. Loomis was taken by the state trooper and the lady, I can't remember the lady. That's my favorite movie, I should remember, but and they go to the school right when the lady first meets up with Dr. Loomis in the school, and Dr. Loomis talks about Sam Hain. But yeah, that's the only other time I can recall hearing Sam Hain, but I just thought that was interesting. I thought that I would throw that in there. And I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. Well, I have two favorite holidays, and that's Halloween and Christmas, of course. And I love decorating. And I don't care for trick-or-treating, but I love to have trick-or-treaters come and have the house all decorated. And the strobe lights going slow, not fast, because some people can have a seizure from it, and fog machine and spooky music in the background and hand out the candy. I love to do that. And I believe this year my daughter, she's getting to the point where she doesn't really care to go trick-or-treating, just have a party, and then on Halloween hand out candy. The same as I. So it's good that she's gonna get into it with me like that. But before, she typically went to trick-or-treating with her father. That was their special thing. So anyway, remember, you are beautiful. You can handle anything life throws at you. I love you. Until the next video.